Praise God. Very happy. Before you leave, we'll pray for you again. A few announcements before we turn to God's Word. I think today we're having the Black River Reserve meeting of your undivided attention. Hallelujah. I have a message from the Lord, and I'll be very honest that as I was preparing it, I was not thinking about any one of you. But it's very helpful, and the Lord has helped me to share it, to open my heart. Good. Let's go to Luke 17, verse 5. Luke 17, verse 5. Best if you have your Bible open, either on your phone or physical Bible. We'll be looking at a few scriptures this morning. Oh, by the way, someone asked, if they could preach here Sunday morning, and they could share a message or train the body of Christ. I said, absolutely, by all means. There's only two things, or three things. One, would have to be a fellowship, intimacy with you and the Lord gives you a message or teaching for the body of Christ. And number two, yet I agree with your conscience that you're living the life, what you're going to teach or preach. Is that true? Because the hearers are smarter than the speakers think. The hearers are very smart. And they can read between lines, and they can analyze statements, words, and some speakers, they forget that. And so, whatever message the Lord gives you, sometimes it could be for you first, and then once you live that life and your conscience bears witness, that's part of your life, by all means you can train the body of Christ. Amen? And what I mean is, for example, let's say the Lord gives a message, go out into all the world and teach all nations. Good message, and you have the last commission of Christ, and you want to train the body of Christ. But if you never left your city, you cannot really teach that the body of Christ. Going out into all the world. You get my point? Yes, the point is, you want to live that life and then train the body of Christ. Amen? And also, if you publicly make mistake, be willing to be corrected. Amen? And if I say something publicly wrong, please stand up and correct me right away. Amen? Don't wait. Just put up your hand up, stand up, and Reuben, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. I'll respect that. And tell why you disagree. Hallelujah. We are one body of Christ. Amen? You can stand up right. You don't need to wait till next week or be polite about it. Stand right up, right away. Hallelujah. Luke 17 verse 5. Luke 17 verse 5. Here the apostles of Christ, they asked the Lord a request. And the request was to increase their faith. Luke 17 verse 5. And the apostles said unto the Lord, increase our faith. Okay? In what sense were they expecting their faith to be increased? When I say what sense, was that faith increased to help others? Or is that for themselves? Is that more for their personal life? Personal benefit? Or was it more to give to others, to help others, to heal the sick, to raise the dead, to cast out demons? In what sense were they requesting when they asked the Lord, Lord, increase our faith? Who knows the answer? Luke 17 verse 5.
For themselves. For
themselves, very good. If you read verse 3, Christ began by saying, take heed unto yourself. Take heed unto yourself. Meaning, Christ was speaking to them about their personal life. Then he spoke about forgiveness. Then they said, Lord, increase our faith. Another question, did the Lord increase their faith then? No. We don't see that the faith could increase after the request was given to the Lord. Was the request met? The following passages? No, you don't read that, okay? I'd like to first few minutes this morning speak a little bit about faith. especially about personal faith. But that's not the main message this morning. The main message is at the end. I want to conclude the main message, heart of God. A lot of Christians, listen very carefully, they have faith to help other people. They have faith to pray for others to get healed. They have faith to give words of prophecy, because you need faith to prophesy, don't you? You have faith to help others, to encourage others, to help others. But the faith that they struggle with is for their own self. Is that true? It seems somewhat easy to help others, to minister to others, to pray for others. But when it comes to their own personal life, there seems to be some kind of struggle. Okay? And in our lives, we have primarily two types of needs. We have spiritual needs and physical needs. Right? We have spiritual needs, which we are all given, blessed with. Like love, joy, faith, peace, long-suffering. We have spiritual needs. And we only look to God for that. Yes, God supplies our spiritual needs. The challenge comes when it comes to physical needs. Is that true? It's a challenge. How in the world can my physical needs be met? Right? There are three ways physical needs can be met. One is by laboring, working hard. That's awesome, that's proper. Right? Laboring, working hard is good. And God gives strength, God gives wisdom, God gives breath to work hard. There's no laziness. Work hard, earn living to meet our physical needs. Amen? That's proper. Paul said, if you don't labor, you don't eat. Number two is to request. God give and receive by faith. Number three, do you know you can have physical needs met without even asking God for it? Right? Let's look at two passages of Christ. Okay? Again, my message is not about faith this morning, but something else. We'll get to it. Let's read two passages about Christ, life of Christ. He's the best example. Right? Mark 11, 1 and 2. Mark 11, 1 and 2. So I'm referring to faith for our personal needs. Right? Mark 11, 1 and 2. And when they came nigh to Jerusalem, unto Bethphage and Bethany, at the Mount of Olives, he sendeth for two of his disciples. He saith unto them, Go your way into the village over against you, and as soon as ye be entered into it, ye shall find a colt or donkey tied, whereon never man sat. Loose him and bring him. Okay, we'll stop there. Did Christ need a donkey at that moment? Was it needful to him? Yes? Was it a physical need? Right. Now, did the Father provide that need for him? Father did. Okay? Father provided that need for him, and he, through the Holy Spirit, discerned where it would be found. Is that right? And what we call the gift, the word of knowledge, he said, Go there, it's tied up, no one wants a donkey, release and bring it to me. So the physical need of Christ was met, am I right? Did he pray to the Father for it? Did Christ ever pray for his physical needs to be met in his life? Never. What's that?
He already knew.
He already knew. No, did he ever ask the Father, Father, I need a donkey now? No. He knew. That's why he taught us. Okay, we can further see that. So, his need was met. He knew Father was faithful. But the question is, how do we come to that level of faith? How do we get to that level of faith? Is what I want to really express this morning. Let's read another passage, Matthew 17. There was another physical need there. Matthew 17, 24 to 27. Matthew 17, 24 to 27. And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute, when he came to Peter and said, Doth not your master pay tribute or customs? He said, Yes. So these tribute collectors or custom collectors came to Peter and said, Doth your master pay that? like others do. And apparently Christ was paying, because Peter said yes. If Peter had never seen Christ pay, he would have said no, or maybe, I don't know. But what was Peter's reply? Yes, my master does pay. That means Christ has been paying. Right? And when he came into the house, he said yes. Verse 25. When he came into the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, "What thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute? Of their own children or of strangers?" Peter said, "No strangers." At that time, kings would take from strangers. Right here in Canada, in the USA, as citizens we pay our taxes. Right? Verse 27, "Notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go down to the sea, and cast an hook, and take the fish that first cometh up. When thou hast opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money." Again, here's a question. Was the physical need of Christ met there? Did his heavenly Father meet that need? He knew by the Holy Spirit where that money would be found. He knew that. So, Christ, of course, is the best example of everything in our life. Right? So, Christ, he was in the human body. He was going about doing good. He was not lazy. He was actively ministering. And he was doing about Father's business. And he knew God would meet his earthly needs. Right? How can you and I come to that level if that's what God is calling you to? Because number one problem in the body of Christ, or needs that people still fear and doubt and trouble, is money. I want to do gospel, but it just, and I'm not talking about money this morning. Any need you have, could be rape or could be whatever it is, books or bags, whatever, any physical needs. How could that be supplied? Let's turn to Matthew 6:32. Here is something Christ lived, and he preached it. He preached it. It was in his life. He practiced it, and then he preached it. Matthew 6, right? 32. For all these things, what are all these things in summary? Are they referring to spiritual needs or physical needs? All these things. What are they referring to? Physical needs, aren't they? All these things, simply to read the previous in the right context, they don't refer to spiritual needs, they refer to physical needs. All these things do the Gentiles seek. All these things are sought by Gentiles. For your heavenly Father knoweth that we have need of all these things. Do you realize your Father knows your physical needs? He is not just mindful of your spiritual needs in your soul. Of course, in your spirit, He has already blessed you. But Father is mindful of physical needs. Isn't our Father awesome? Isn't our Father awesome? How do we come to the level of really put them into practice? Of course, the next verse says, "But seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you." Okay, I want to do God's kingdom work full time, but well, my needs be really met. Really practically. Can I still pay the rent and bills? And can I still have food to eat? Can my fridge be still full and not empty? Right? Is that true? Yeah. It's just a number one struggle, I would say, in the body of Christ for those who do want to do more ministry. Okay? How is it possible? How can we live like Christ? Right? What does it need? What does it take in our life to come to the level of practicing personal faith for ourselves? Because that's so awesome to live that life. It's awesome to live that life. And I would say, having faith to heal others is good. Giving prophecy is good. And of course, by faith we prophesy and do things like that. But having personal faith for your personal needs met would be one of the greatest faiths. To live by faith. Amen? How is it possible to come to such a level of faith? Let's turn to Ephesians chapter 3 verse 17. It gives the answer. Ephesians 3 verse 17. It gives the answer. That Christ may dwell in your hearts. He's already joined you in your spirit, hasn't he? Yeah. He's already one with you in your spirit. You and Christ are one. But Christ may dwell in your hearts, in your soul, by faith. How is it possible that ye being rooted and grounded in love? Rooted and grounded in love. More than pray for faith to be increased in your life, when your heart is filled with the love of God more and more, you become blind to your personal needs. When a girl falls in love with a boy or vice versa, we are saying in the world, love is blind. Is that true? Parents can see all the mistakes and troubles that might come ahead, but they're in love, oh boy, they're hiding and they're just meeting secretly. And is that true to some extent? Love is blind? Is that true or not? It is true. They can't see anything wrong with the other person, and they're not thinking about the future, they're not thinking about the personal needs, they're not thinking of anything else. They're just in love and just in the height of love in cloud nine. And, the same thing is true spiritually. Just like romantic love is blind, spiritual love also is blind. What I mean by that is, when you're immersed in God's love, when you're secure in God's love, you don't worry about earthly needs. The love of God motivates you to keep doing what He wants to do. Physical needs to be there. Father will meet the physical needs. But it's something very personal. Listen to what Paul said, Galatians 2 verse 20. Galatians 2 verse 20. Paul says something very profound, at the end of it, he said, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life I live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave Himself for me. Normally we would say Christ loved the world, He died for the world. That would be correct. But it's much more personal revelation when you can say Christ died for me. Christ loved me. Christ loved me. That is a revelation of personal love. God's love to Paul. Wouldn't you want to say that? And in the same breath he said, I live by the faith of the Son of God. That means the same faith that Christ exercised, that's what I'm exercising. Do you know you have the same faith that was in Christ? Do you know you have the same faith that was in Paul? You have the same faith that was in Peter? You don't have any junior faith than they had. You have the same faith that Paul had, Peter had, Timothy had, Titus had, John had, Luke had. You have the exact same faith. Like I said earlier, where faith is a tree full of fruits, the roots is love. That's why we read Galatians, faith which worketh by love. When your heart is immersed and filled with the love of God, faith becomes natural to you. Faith becomes normal in your life. More than focus on faith, focus on beholding the love of God. To me, what Paul said there is very simple yet profound. He said, Christ who loved me and gave himself for me. Do you believe that if you were the only human being on the earth, Christ would have died for you? That's how much he loves you. The value he puts on you is more than you value yourself. The value God holds about you, how God regards you with such a high value, is more than you give yourself to credit for. Or more than you understand that. Right? Here's another question. Is love a feeling? What do you think? Is love knowledge? Then what is love? God's love. Can you feel God's love? Yes. Can you know God's love? Yes. So is God's love feeling and knowledge, or is it more than that? It's more. Let's turn to Ephesians chapter 3 verse 19. God's love is beyond just knowledge. Of course, we can know God's love. To me, I would say it's a personal revelation. Personal revelation. Ephesians 3:19 says, and to know the love of Christ. That verse is a very interesting verse because it says that we may know the love of Christ. Know is in our mind. Is that true? In our mind. We know things in our mind. And to know, that means we get to know the love of Christ. Because the Spirit already has the love of God. We are blessed with all spiritual blessings. This is, and to know the love of Christ which passeth knowledge. It says to know the love of God, then it is beyond knowledge. If it's beyond knowledge, how can you know it? Does it make sense? It says, you may know the love of God, but it's beyond your knowledge. So if it's beyond your knowledge, and you're yet to know it, what is it called? Naturally, that verse doesn't make sense, does it? You got to know the love of God, but it says, no, it's beyond, you can know. Beyond your knowledge. Then what is it? A revelation. It's a revelation. It's beyond just knowledge. Beyond all knowledge. Then it says that you might be filled with all the fullness of God. Hallelujah. That means you will have nothing in your life. That you will lack nothing in your life. You might be filled with all the fullness of God. That's how Christ lived on the earth. He knew the Father loved him unconditionally. He knew that his physical needs would be met without any trouble. Right? Without any problem whatsoever. He went about doing Father's business. And just as we saw two examples, the physical needs were met. Right? Physical needs were met by the Father. Do you think Father would sacrifice his Son to die for you and hold back physical needs? Does it make sense? Which one is greater? Sacrificing his Son or giving you physical needs? Sacrificing his Son. He sacrificed his Son to make you belong to him. Why would he hold back physical needs? Does it make sense? Right. Now, I'm not talking about making you more lazy and staying on the comfort and, and then saying, God, provide my needs. No. I'm not talking about that kind of gospel, being lazy. What I'm saying is that there is a level of faith where one can live like Christ lived. It's possible. And by the grace of God, I live that life. And God is good. Hallelujah. God is awesome. God is perfect. Yet to grow in it, and to me the key to that level of faith is not trying to figure out how to increase in faith. No, just immerse yourself in the love of God. Just be lost in the love of God. We're to a point where you don't even think about money. You don't think about physical needs. You go about doing God's business, whatever God has called you to do. You're not staying home and being lazy. I'm not talking about that. You're full-time, actively doing what God is going to do, and that, of course, you're doing out of God's love for you. Out of love for you doing it, needs to follow. Needs to follow. Just like donkey was provided, tax money was provided, God has already provided your physical needs. Your physical needs are already provided by the Father. God who made the whole universe to put the bread and different things on the table to eat, nothing for God. Nothing for God. And that's why in 1 John chapter 3 verse 1, the verse we read at the beginning, it's good to keep beholding. Like we said at the beginning, the active word there is behold. Behold what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us. You know, when you're secure in God's love, you'll never be in trouble if human doesn't show you love. May I share a few words with all the daughters of God here? Or the wives or sisters, daughters of God. For sisters, for daughters of God, love is an important topic. Is that true? Very important topic. As guys as too, but for ladies it's much more. Very important topic. They're very good at showing love. Very good at being sacrificial. When you think about a mother, the first word that comes to your mind is sacrifice. Mother is very sacrificial. She's caring. She's loving to her husband, to children. But you also know that ladies need to be loved back. Otherwise they feel like they're taken advantage of. Is that true, ladies? Is that true, sisters? If love is not returned back, you feel like, I'm just taken for an easy ride here. I'm taken advantage of here. I'm not being loved. But do you know that when you're secure in God's love, you'll never feel that way? Human love is good. Love from your spouse or children, they're good. Love is good. But when you're secure in God's love, you'll be blinded if people don't love you or not. You don't care. You're that much immersed in God's love, you're that much secure in God's love, you know that you're so loved. If people don't show love, it's their problem. Not your problem. It's their weakness. And most men, we have weakness of showing love. That's why the Bible says, love your wives. That's our weakness. And wives should reverence their husband. That's their weakness. They think they respect, they don't. They think they respect, they don't. And we as men, we think we love, but we don't. Anyway, that's another topic altogether. What respect means for a man is totally different from what woman thinks respect is. And what love means for a woman is totally different from what man thinks love is. It's totally different. Both understand each one differently altogether. But that love of God is, just like romantic love, it is blind. And you know what way God loves you? He loves you in that romantic love. Do you know that? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 2. His love for you is that strong, mad love towards you. He's not just loving you like just somebody. He is so madly in love with you. Right? Let's turn to Jeremiah chapter 2, I believe. Verse 2. Jeremiah 2, we'll read verse 1 and 2. Jeremiah 2, verse 1 and 2. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Go and cry in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Thus saith the Lord, I remember thee, the kindness of thy youth, the love of thine espousals. The way you loved me as someone who just got engaged. Wow. When thou wentest after me in the wilderness, that was your love, and that's how we loved each other. What does your translation say about for the word espousals? Bridal love or engaged. Think about how you loved your spouse when you were just engaged. Lisa, how did you love Ben? He was the best in the world. Yeah, there's no one better than Ben. that true? And even if friends or other people told you, be careful about the guy called Ben. He's not what he looks like. You don't care. What's that?
Into this picture.
I hear you.
I said, where did I come into this picture?
There's a message for you. But that's when the strongest love is, not true. When Lisa needed something, I'm sure that Ben was out there to get for her, and there was no fault finding and no accusation, no condemnation. Is that true? Sean and Esther, when we were just dating and courting and engaged, were you accusing Sean of anything? Were you accusing Esther of anything, Sean? You can't remember any words, and even something was else. Nothing. Oh, there's nothing. So was she like the best in the world? Yes. That's how God is in love with you today. That's how your Heavenly Father, God, is in love with you today. That madly love, that unconditional love. Romans 8 says, if anyone condemns his children, it is God who justifies. None can condemn you. None can condemn you. God is at a justice because He is madly in love with you. Let's read the verse, Romans 8. Don't let any religious person, anyone condemn you. Because God is so madly in love with you, God says, no, I am justified, I'll keep justifying. Romans 8. 33, 34. Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? You're the elect of God. You're chosen of God. God chose you because He loves you. It is God that justified. Verse 34. Who is he that condemneth? It is Christ that died and rather again, who is even the right hand of God, who also makes intercession for us. No one can condemn you. No one can do anything to us because God says they don't mean anything to God. God has justified you. And when God looks at you, just like when a boyfriend and girlfriend, when they're madly bright out loud, they almost see no fault in each other. Is that true? Then the kids come along and you start finding faults. The picture changes. But God, because He doesn't change, that's how He loves. And that's the love He remembered from His children, Israelites. He says, where is the love of your spouses? You are engaged, right? Where is the love? Because that's why I love you, but you stop loving me that way. You stop loving me that way. That's how God loves you today. And because He loves you that way today, He finds absolutely nothing wrong with you. Wow. He finds no mistake in you, no fault in you. He has no condemnation for you. He has nothing against you. That's how He loves you. He's in madly love with you. Just like the first love, romantic love. That's why when Church of Ephesians in Revelation 2, when they left that first love, it hurt Jesus. He says, where is your first love? He won't ask something He doesn't give in return. His love for you is first. It's number one, unconditional love. He says, you have left the first love. When we behold that love and understand the love and come back to that intimate love with the Father, faith becomes natural to you. Also, when a boy or girl, when they love each other, right? And especially the boy, he is there to provide the needs. The girl, is that true? Is that what he did, Joe? Whatever she needed, you just provide it. Right? No, nothing. Because that's love, and that's how God is. And God has provided our physical needs, nothing for God. Nothing for God. Right? But it's when we pull back on the bridal love, that intimate love, then faith becomes a struggle in our life. Because faith works by love. Faith is fueled by love. Faith functions by love. When we read that, Galatians 5:6. Faith functions by love. Faith is active by love. And again, the greatest faith you can exercise personally to me is your personal walk with God, your personal needs to be met. And that's why people struggle with the most, I would say. Right? I would encourage you, have an intimate time with God. Get back into that first love with God. And one simple way is just to behold in His love. Sit back on the couch and close your eyes and just behold His love till tears run down your eyes, down your cheeks. And just be immersed in His love. Then the needs are like, you actually become spiritually blind to physical needs. You're not troubled about them. What did Christ say? Father, know you need of all these things. His Father knows. That means, if He knows, He will provide. If He knows, He will take care of you. He knows, He will help you. And all these things shall be added unto you. All these things shall be added. That's how the early Christians, that's why they brought things that were common, brought them all together, because they were not concerned about physical things. In the early Christians, they just lived in the love of God, and of course persecution was heavy, but they were not concerned about physical things. And we can get back into such lifestyle if we're just immersed in that first love with God. Just beholding God's love and lost in His love and being in that, for lack of a better word, that romantic love with God. That your heart be filled with the love of God. And to a point where it's not just filled, this explosion of God's love in your heart. And you know, that love makes you strong. That love makes you unshakable. That love makes you be adamant in a good way. That love makes you to be just stand with you and God, and everyone tells something negative about you, you don't care. That's the love, the way God loves you. His love is not 98% for you, or 90% for you, or 80%. His love is 100%. First love. Unconditional love often espouses. And we want to enjoy love and get back to the lifestyle. So that, other some people, I want to do ministry, I want to do this. It's all good. But best when it comes out of God's love in your heart. When ministry comes out of God's love in your heart, it becomes natural. There's no pressing and pulling and tagging and doing it. No, it'll just come easily. It'll just come natural. It'll just come easily. Because love of God will constrain you to do what God wants you to do. That you won't live for yourself, but you live for God. Amen? In conclusion, I'll read again what I read earlier. Knowing God is knowing His love. The more you know His love, the more you know God. Because that's who He is. He is love. Knowing God is knowing His love. Believing God is believing His love for you. Am I right? If you say, I believe God, that means you're believing His love for you. That's who He is. We never read, when it comes to God, about His characteristics before. We never read noun describing God. For example, we don't read God is kindness. Do we read that? No, we read God is kind. Kind is an adjective, is that true? Right? But when it comes to love, that's who God is. God is love. God is love. Hallelujah. Understanding God is understanding His love. Trusting God is trusting His love. Having fellowship with God is having fellowship in His love. Being immersed in God is being immersed in His love. Some people, they say, okay, I'm going to have personal prayer time now. I'll sit down and pray. And they'll sit down and pray, and they're like, what do I pray for? I don't know. They pray for 2-3 minutes, I don't know. But when you're immersed in His love, you can enjoy 1 hour of prayer and you realize, wow, 1 hour went by. When the boy is dating a girl, they can be there 1 hour. It's like, what? I got to go home. What? Is that true? Is that true? It's like, it's not fair. We don't have time together. That's how God is longing for you. That only happens when you're immersed in God's love and just enjoying His love. Prayer becomes a sweet fellowship. Hallelujah. It's not after 2 minutes you're bored and want to pray for anyone. Then you're doing a routine, a religious thing. You want to enjoy God's love. Right? Having the revelation of God is having the revelation of His love. Looking to God means looking to His love. Magnifying God is magnifying who He is, love. And revealing God to others in our ministries is simply revealing His love. Whether you're teaching, healing, prophesying, raising dead, casting out demons, they all are actions of love. Is that true? Christ went about doing good because He loved people. Action of love. Where the faith is a tree full of fruits, so actions, the root is of love. If you're wanting to ministry, if you're wanting to, love of God can overcome your shyness. Do you know that? Love of God can overcome if you're timid or fearful. Love can overcome fear of man, fear of faces. Love of God is strong. It's powerful. Hallelujah. When you're filled with the love of God, it will just drive you. And anything you do in God's love is perfectly accepted. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Let's close our eyes. Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us. That's the love that Father revealed. And that's the Father's love still today. The Father who gave His Son to die for you, His love is still the same today. He will go to any extent to meet your needs. There's nothing for God. But God remembered that bridal love of His people because that was so meaningful to Him. That was so important to Him. He told Jeremiah, go cry out. Go cry out in the ears of Jerusalem. Go cry out, where is your love for me? The way you love me like a bridal love. Love than spouses. Where is the love? Because that's the love I reveal, I show. And we want to just enjoy God's love. God loves you. You are special to God. You are special to God. Dear child of God, don't let the enemy lie to you. Don't let the enemy tell you you're of no value. That you're nobody in the body of Christ. No. You are special. You are special to the body of Christ. You're special to the world. And when because God is madly in love with you, He finds no fault in you whatsoever. He finds no mistake in you. He sees you justified. He sees you free. He sees you complete in Christ. He sees you perfected in Christ. He sees you justified in Christ. He is very happy. He is rejoicing over you. And we want to understand that love, have a revelation of love, and reflect that love back to God. And we want that first love to fill our hearts and mind about God. Where every day, God is on our mind. God, I love you, God. You get up in the morning and say, God, I love you, God. Good morning, God, I love you, Lord. And sit down to pray. Just think about His goodness. What He has done for you. And how much He loves you. Just thank Him. Just speak to Him. Half an hour will seem like 30 seconds to you. And God is asking you to come back to that love. God is asking you. And whatever needs to be met in your life, physical needs, other needs, they're nothing. It's just nothing. Sometimes we put the focus on the wrong thing, but not on the root of the problem. Before we close, let's just behold God. Just behold His love again. When a boy is in love with a girl, he enjoys her. He enjoys her fellowship. He longs for her fellowship, and vice versa. When we are in love with God, we enjoy His fellowship. We enjoy that intimacy. We enjoy spending time in His Word. Why? His Word is His love letter to me. I read my Word not because I have to. I read His Word because that's God's love letter to me. He loves me. He revealed His mind in His Word. Hallelujah. That's a secret love letter to me. I enjoy reading it. I enjoy reading it. I enjoy reading it. Love often espouses. And that's how Christ lived in this earth. He knew Father loved Him. He loved Father back the same way. He didn't care about physical needs, the other problems or trials. Love is blind, but also in a good way. It can be blind to problems, things, issues. Just keep going. Thank you, O God. Father, we worship you, O God. Father, we love you, O God. Lord, you have told us to know your love, yet it is beyond knowledge. It passeth knowledge. Is beyond knowledge. Oh God, Lord, we pray for everyone here. You're allowed to be not just head knowledge, but beyond that. That it will explode in each heart. It will be burst in each heart and mind, O God. When the problem strikes, their mind will not be the problem, but will be on God. Will be on you, O God. Father, we thank you for helping us. Father, you are love. You are love. And we want our soul to be filled with that love. Oh God, thank you, Holy Spirit, for helping us. Lord, we want to be people of love, oh God. Full of your love. Full of your love. Full of your love, oh God, Lord. Thank you for helping each and every one here, oh God. Lord, I pray for each one here called to do your will in whatever capacity, whatever calling, oh God, Lord. Whatever purpose you have for each one here, I pray, O God, Lord, that each one be filled with your love and do your will. Oh God, each one be filled with each one be saturated with your love. Saturated with your love and do your will, O God, Lord. There is no other way except to be done by your love. There is no other option except to be motivated by your love, O God, Lord. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for helping us, O God. Thank you for helping us, O God, Lord. Thank you for helping each one to come back. That experience of first love. That experience, personal experience of first love, O God, Lord. We thank you for helping us. Thank you for your Spirit convicting us, Lord, and stirring our hearts, our minds, oh God, Lord, to return to the experience of first love, oh God, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, oh God, Lord. Thank you. It's a garment for each one. Let each one faith function, operate by your love, oh God, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. God is good. Hallelujah. Amen. If anyone is praised 12 o'clock, let me know.